Good morning YouTube and welcome back to my channel. If you've never heard of me before, my name is Hunter Rollins. I own a 2017 Ford Focus ST. I also own a 1991 Mazda Miata. I've kind of kept this on the down low for a little while because I haven't been sure of which route I wanted to take or what I wanted to do. The reason I bought my 1991 NA Miata in the first place was because I wanted to do a V8 swap. I wanted to try to accomplish an engine swap, see if I could do it and challenge myself. So over time, since I bought the car, I've been looking at different engines, pros and cons to different engines, the prices of different engines, and everything that kind of goes into a motor swap, seeing what I need, seeing how much it's going to cost. And an engine swap, regardless of what you're swapping it into, is ridiculously expensive. There's no denying that. There's easy engine swaps on a Miata that you can spend up to 10 grand on, probably more. But for me, I'm a college kid, I'm young, I'm trying to do all this stuff on my own, and I want to challenge myself and challenge you guys to chase it even if it's intimidating, because this engine swap is really intimidating for me. My Z71, I swapped an engine back into it, but it was the same engine that it already had. I've never done a complete engine swap. I've never put the wrong engine in the wrong car before. I finally found an engine that I like and that I'm going to swap into the Miata, but I'm not going to show you yet. First, we've got the dually, Zach's dad's dually. We got a trailer. We got to clean out some space. We're going to be rebuilding the engine. We're not just swapping it directly in. We're going to be freshening it up and just making sure everything's good. Go through the engine. And so we got to go through the garage. We also have to go through that shed back there. By the way, if anybody's wondering what happened to the Rally Lexus, it's back there. Alright, now I gotta drop this trailer. Yeah, I don't even remember what year this thing actually is. Zach said the key to it is in here. Yep, it's definitely a diesel. Here we go again. There we go, it's about freaking time. What? No, you didn't.
I may have.
Well, it looks like Joe just locked the key in his Jeep with the Jeep running. How does that make you feel, Joe? Oh, that's awesome. I'm sorry, buddy. I love you. It's running. Oh my God, this is so great. Oh, this is so great. All right, I'm calling Zach.
What you doing, boy?
I need your help.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. Somebody else did.
What?
Joe locked the keys in his Jeep with the Jeep running.
You gotta be kidding.
Now we got the shed cleaned out. Can you tell we threw a lot of stuff away? Got the dually all loaded up. Thought we were gonna need the trailer, but The dump's not that far from here, so I don't guess we're gonna need to. So we got, these are off my old Silverado. That's off one of my dad's old trucks. That's all family stuff. Alright, so Zach, what's the plan for getting this thing on the trailer when I'm pretty sure it doesn't roll? Now we got the trailer hooked up. We got Joe following behind us. Alright guys, so now we're here. We've got the truck over there, Joe's Jeep. We're about to take care of business. So now I introduce to you the new motor that is going to go inside the Miata. And here it is. Take her away, Joe.
A little bit of backstory. I've owned this car for about 2 years. And the person I got it from has every single thing that they did to it up until that point.
So we have a
very well taken care of.
So we have a VVTi 1UZ FE. It's the 4.0 liter all aluminum block. It's got
290 horse, 300 foot-pound of torque.
Well, obviously not that, because the engine has a lot of miles on it.
Don't doubt it.
It's got some type of horsepower. So as you can see, the motor is in a wrecked LS400. We're about to pull the car to my house. We're gonna pull the engine out. We're going to rebuild it. We're gonna get everything, and we're gonna do the engine swap from my garage. And I want this to be sort of like a budget build. So it's not gonna be, I'm falling out on everything. I'm going to I'm going to search around. I'm gonna find maybe companies that wanna help, wait until I find good deals on parts and see what pops up. And I want to try, I've got a budget in my head of what I wanna try to be into it for, just to show that college kids and younger people, if you set your mind to it, you can accomplish any goal. So I've got this mindset in my head, and that's what we're gonna attack this build as. Believe it or not, we have another issue. So none of us thought of beforehand that we didn't have the key to the car, so we can't unlock the steering column and we can't unlock the doors. So we have this where the mailbox, where the car was wrecked, the mailbox hit the windshield, so we just knocked this out, reached through, unlocked the door, and now we are trying to break the steering column.
Let's keep doing it. We'll eventually break something.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the wheels aren't moving at all.
Oh, how about now? Oh no, you just broke the steering.
No, we didn't. Oh my god, okay, so we're not steering this car anytime soon.
Josiah.
Why are you blaming this on me?
Oh my.
It was your idea.
Do you realize how much more difficult that just made this swap? It's a lot more difficult. Trying to maneuver this thing? Fine, don't do that. Okay.
Hit it too hard. What? Now we're at.
You say hit it, then you say don't hit it. Pick one.
Perfect. That's perfect. Well, all right. Car's now on the trailer and we're safe to take it home. All right, funny story. We just blew apart the slave cylinder in the truck and we're starting it in gear. No, no. Oh my God. Yes. No, that did not just work. Oh my God. Oh, the slave cylinder just exploded in this truck and it would not go into gear. We have no clutch. So Zach put it in first, cut the truck off, and then started the truck in gear. and it worked. What? Dude, this has been such a terrible day.
Everything's just been going.
Yes. Like, when's it gonna level out? Like, I don't even know if this has been documented well on camera, but this has been one of the worst days.
I guess once we get to your house, we can go to O'Reilly's and see if they got slaves on.
I guess so. All right, well now the dually's in the driveway. He's gonna change the slave cylinder, that way we can drop the truck off and get freaking rid of it. But I just wanted to say that I didn't purchase the entire car. What I purchased was the engine and the wiring harness, and I purchased the rear end. Now we got the slave cylinder fixed. Truck's driving again. Now we're gonna unload the car. I'm gonna put it next to the Rally Lexus back there. Moving stuff around in the garage, getting it prepped to put the engine in. So what we're gonna do when we pull this engine out is since we're rebuilding the motor, we're just gonna try to have the block in the garage. That way we take up as little space as possible. So all the accessories, like all the pumps and hoses and blah, so on and so forth, they're gonna go in the shed. That way they're out of the way, they're not taking up room in the garage, and we have room to work. That way, when I am working on rebuilding the motor, I can just roll the engine out and work on it. When I'm done, roll it back in. That way I don't feel rushed, that way I don't feel cluttered, that way everything's just ready to do what it needs to do.
That's probably good.
All right, let off the brakes.
There she is. She's home. This is the first time they've been in the same place. Do you guys want an update on the Rally Lexus? We bought the car. If you haven't seen this video, go back and watch it. We bought a Lexus for $500 in order to fix it. Well, not fix it, but to turn it into a Rally Lexus. When we bought it, it didn't run. It didn't have throttle. So we sent the ECU off, had the ECU rebuilt, got it back. Well, it ran. It ran for about a week, and then it would not start at all. So it was like that for about 2 months, and earlier this week we recently just got to start it again. So fire it up, Joe. There we go. And that is your update on the Rally Lexus. Oh! Alright, so now that I've got a chance to sit and talk, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about why I chose this engine. So I'm not sure if I said it earlier, but this is the VVTi Variable Valve Timing 1UZ FE V8 engine. So it's all alloy, it's a completely aluminum block. According to all the research I've done online, the VVTi motor has specs of 290 horsepower and 300 foot-pounds of torque, which is a lot considering that that's going to be going in the Miata. Of course, the motor has some miles on it and we need to rebuild it, so it's not gonna have as much as it says online, which of course I'm sure that's not wheel horsepower anyways. I have an estimated price of what everything's gonna cost right now. I'm not gonna say it yet, but I have it in my head. We've done some adding up and I have a base price that I think everything's gonna cost. So I'm not sure when I'm going to say that, but for right now I'm just gonna kind of keep that quiet until we start getting everything in order to do the swap. But I really want this to be something that I can document and put out there that people will enjoy and be able to see that you can do this on your own and that you don't have to have a fancy shop or a bunch of fancy tools or have all this knowledge, that you can figure this out on your own. That's the goal. That's what we're aiming towards. I'm sure I'm missing some other things that I want to talk about. It's been a really long day and my camera's about to die. So I'm gonna end the video here. Of course, there's gonna be more videos. This is gonna be a video series of 1UZ swapping my Mazda Miata. So the next video that I'm gonna make will probably be pulling the engine, hopefully in the next month or so. We're gonna start that. I really wanna try to do that just in a weekend and have it out and ready to be rebuilt whenever we get to it. Yeah, so that about sums it up. If you happen to enjoy this video, please hit the like button. The more people that hit like on this video, the more people that my videos get suggested to and the more people that get introduced to the channel. If you want to see more of us doing stupid stuff and pretty much messing up everything that we try to do, hit the subscribe button, see us attempt to modify the Focus ST, see us do this engine swap on the Miata, and see how it turns out. But other than that, I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you next time. Peace out.